The team that I'm going to sell stock on for this upcoming season is the Los Angeles Rams. And so I still think that the Rams are going to be a good team. I think they'll have a winning record. I'm going to set the Rams at 10-7 this upcoming season. But I don't think they're going to be a Super Bowl contender heading into the year. So I think Matthew Stafford is probably still one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league. And make sure you check out our top 5 quarterback episode.
He's alive.
We'll finish the top 10 at some other point this offseason. But Stafford is coming off arguably the best season of his career at age 38, 39. I think that's going to be tough to replicate. I think that the Rams know that they need to make a change. They were interested in A.J. Brown. They confirmed the rumors at the owners' meetings today that they were interested in A.J. Brown and that they had dialogue with the Eagles, and that they informed Devontae Adams that if they traded for A.J. Brown, that they would move on from Devontae Adams, which I thought was interesting. Puka Nacua keeps finding himself in headlines for all the wrong reasons, and I feel like he's just getting dangerously close to something not going his way. I think on the field he's going to be continue to be a great player, but just interesting how his name keeps popping up and stuff. Don't love that storyline heading into the year for the Rams. And I know their defense is relatively young. They've added some corners this offseason, which I think is nice. So I still think that they're going to be a 10-win team. They'll be a playoff team. But it was Super Bowl or bust for the Rams the past couple of years. Definitely last year, and they lost to the division rival, the Seahawks, who I think Seattle's going to be really good again this year. And I think the Niners, who should be a lot healthier than they were last year, are going to once again be a solid team. And I just think it's going to be really hard for the Rams to get over the hump once again with this current core. We talked a little bit earlier about shelf life, and the Rams have been in the playoffs, a lot over the last few years. They, of course, won the Super Bowls, I think 5 years ago at this point. They've had a really great run. I just feel like last year should have been the year for them to kind of end on a high note with that Stafford core. It's interesting to see how many years he's got left. It kind of seems like they're taking it year by year. So I just don't know if Matt Stafford can repeat what he did last year. And because of that, I think if he's not as sharp, I think that's going to cost the Rams a few wins. They're in a tough division. And so I'm going to say that the Rams go 10-7 and do not win a playoff game this upcoming season.